Hello and welcome to Shredder Zoo. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Shredder, this is my zoo. Today we're doing something very special. We are doing the Yutyrannus. So, okay, we have two Yutyrannus here and we've placed, this is the entrance what's going to be to the Yutyrannus exhibit, and I've placed it near the Kentrosaurs over here, and the Iguanodons are here, and the sort of Australian exhibit, I'll call it that, but it's not really. It's the Procoptodons are in there, over there. So this is where it's going to be, and yeah, I thought it's about time we did something a little bit bigger. We haven't got into sort of the big carnivores too much. We've got Carnos, we've got Spinos, but that's about all we've got so far. So it's about time, and I thought, why not do the Yutyrannus? It's something people want to see, so here it is. Oh, thank you for that. Alright, so we're on a bit of a slope here, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge to get this done correctly. I think what I'm going to try and do is have a kind of, as it comes in, try and have a little elevated walkway. I think what I'll try and do is I'll stick in a couple more here like this, but I'll stick on the walls at the back there, and then we'll put on some ramps like that, so we can actually go up a little bit, and we can turn these into stairs. Oops, like that. This is an S plus thing, so we can actually turn the stone ramps into stairs, and we can go up like that. So I think that looks pretty good. Can we get any more? Let's have a look. Foundations. There we go. So we should be able to stack them up like that and be able to build off from this point. And maybe I wanted to have a little bit of a lobby area. Not sure how big we're going to be able to make this, so that's the problem. It's going to go slightly into the ground there. We'll see what we can do. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, as I do with all my builds here at the zoo. I have no idea what I'm doing until I start placing things. There we go, that looks pretty good. Would like to go further back, but we can't unless we raise it up a little bit more. I guess we probably will have to do that actually. How about we do this, and we'll stick on, we'll do the same thing again, the walls, and then some more ramps so we can actually go up to another level. Switch those to stairs. Not very wheelchair friendly, the ramp, but we don't have the wheelchair engram in Arc yet, so we should be okay. So okay, that's the start, and I reckon we could have, because I'm going to have maybe, I don't know, should we have one on each side or maybe two on each side? I don't know how many we're going to have. We'll have to see how much space. We don't have a huge amount of space over this side actually. Maybe up here a little bit. We'll see how we go. So I think what I want to do is we want to come... Ooh, let me think. I was wondering whether we could actually come further out this way. Ideally, I'd like it to be 3 wide, but it's not really happening. I could always do another gate. That's too wide. Let me have a little bit of think about exactly what I'm trying to do here, and I'll join you back in a moment. Alright guys, so a little bit of a change of plan I think. This area is quite large. I think it's pretty much good enough for 2 Yutyrannus to have there. So instead of having them on this side as well, this will be like a separate entrance or exit, so people can actually come out and walk on down here to more exhibits, which will be down there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a fence that's going to go all the way around here, give them quite a large area, and this will be a little walkway. They can go up this way, and I'll probably lead up to a little viewing tower. I'll build some kind of tower up here so people can kind of climb up and look down on them. And what we might do is have some kind of walkway coming out this way. I'm not too sure on the details of that yet, so we'll leave that for the moment. But for the time being, I think what I'm going to do is actually start building in some of the walls. We'll actually wall this off a little bit, so you can kind of see what I'm trying to get at here. We'll wall this off, it'll be kind of a building. We may put some windows and things in, I reckon. We'll actually take this out for now. Don't need that now, because I can now put in the walls, because we'll keep on going up. Like that. So it'll be kind of a nice big building, kind of walled off. We can have some information signs and things inside here. Yeah, I think that'll look pretty good. So let me get this little bit built out, and I'll show you exactly what it is I'm trying to do in a moment. Oh yeah, by the way, no names this week because I'm on holiday this week and I've had to record this in advance, so I haven't been able to see all your comments yet, so I'm leaving any naming of dinosaurs until next week. So again, if you want anything named after you, I'll try and leave, I think I forgot last week, but I'll try and leave a link in the description, not a link, in the description will be a list of the dinos that need names. Have a look in there and pick one out if you want one, and we'll try and get that one for you. Obviously there's going to be 2 Yutyrannus to be named this time out, and there's still several others around the zoo that need names. But yeah, check the description and hopefully I've remembered and we'll get them in there. Anyway, I'll get this built up and I'll join you back in a moment. Alright, so you get the beginnings of the ideas of what I'm going for. This is the outer wall here, so I've completely walled it off. Now again, I think we probably will replace some of these with windows, but the main thing I want to do is just get the shape done and I can figure out what we're doing afterwards. Now there's something I want to play around with. I haven't tried it out yet. I just want to see what it looks like. My inventory is very heavy right now. If I put some stone railings along here, for example, and we actually flip these over and change these to half walls, and then what I'm thinking of doing is then placing windows along there. Let me just stop flying for a moment. If I just walk, get into proper levels. See, that's perfect, yeah, because you've got a stone wall and then you can actually look through. That's the perfect height to be able to look through at them. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Now I need to figure out something. I don't know whether you can actually do that. Can you actually change these to half wall? You can't along there. That's fine. Okay, well that's not a problem. And I don't suppose you won't snap anything to the railings on there. Okay, so I'm just kind of playing around at the moment. This may need to change in that case. What we could do instead of that, let's pick that up for a moment, and we can actually maybe just put in a stone wall there so it goes up a little higher. That would work. And that's then is it in line. Oh, we've still got these. Let's get rid of that. Something doesn't look quite right there. Let's try that again. Thinking maybe it may be snapping to something else for a moment. Let's have a look. Try again. That looks better. That's better. Perfect. Okay. So that's what we want. Yeah, so I'm going to have the glass along here because this is where we're going to be coming in, and their enclosure is going to be out here, so you want to be able to look through them there. And then I really would like to maybe have some kind of, it's be difficult with the slope here, but some kind of tunnel that you can actually walk out into the exhibit a little bit further. Maybe it doesn't have to go all the way through, just maybe come out into sort of another room in the middle where they're walking around. Maybe I could do that off this one instead because that's a bit more central. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, we'll get rid of these bits here. We'll try it out. Okay, so I've had a pretty good idea, I think. So this we've extended it out this way, so you come up here. We need to raise it up a little bit because of the slope, but it comes up here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to extend this out a little bit. Oh no, not like that. Can I get this to snap? Oh, I can. Good. Now I'm not sure about if I'm able to on this side. Oh, we've run out of foundations. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Can we get this to snap at all here? No. Okay, let me think. Can we get it to snap? Oh, this is going to be tricky. Hang on. What about if I can get it down? If I get a triangle underneath here, this should work actually. Triangle under there. Then we should be able to get... There we go. That's what we want. And that can go on top. Come on. You know you want to. Yes. Oh, we had it there for a moment. Go on. There. Oh, let me place it. Come on. Please. Please, 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 please. Why won't it let me? Ah. Hold on. Let me try and get up here. Oh, I won't do it. Why won't it let me? Oh. Okay, this is a bit weird. I need to try and figure this one out. Hold on, guys. Okay, so what I've had to do is put a ceiling there instead. But that should be okay. I guess we can just put walls in at this point just to kind of block it off. Should look pretty much the same. There we go. That's not too bad at all. And yeah, maybe it let me place it in all the other places. For some reason, I don't know why it wouldn't let me place it there, but never mind. We can get this sorted. So we can get the triangles in between. And I think this is going to be big enough. This is going to be what I'm going to call like the fear cage. Ah, can we get the... Oh, no, this could be an issue. Okay, let's get a ceiling. No. How can we get this done? Down there. Can we stack it? Yes, we can. Okay, there we go. Oh, one more. Try again. Hopefully I've got enough on me. Yeah, it should be fine. Stack it. Stack. Go on. Why aren't you stacking? There we are. Oh, we had it. Go on. Fantastic. There we go. So this is going to be the fear cage. So what we're going to do is we're going to have metal railings going all the way around. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the roof yet. I'll just see if I can figure that one out. But so basically you can just walk into here and be in a cage in the middle of their enclosure and have them walk around you. Oh, we missed. Oh, what? Where did that one go? Right, that one needs to go there. Thank you. So you can see what I'm going to do. So this is going to be a nice cage you can walk into right in the middle, and then we'll probably have something similar to this but further out, and you'll be looking down on them, so it won't be quite as scary for you. So yeah, I think I'll get this built up and show you exactly what it is I'm trying to get to. Alright guys, here it is, just finishing it off. I think this looks pretty amazing. I'm really quite happy with the idea behind this, kind of the cage of fear. Now I guess I could probably put another one of these in when I do like the Rex, something like this, where you can go in and just sort of get really up close with the with the exhibit. And we should be able to finish this off with a bit of a point. Oops, wrong one. Oh god, I'm pushing the wrong numbers. What do I want? Number 6, 5. What am I doing? It's very difficult to see. I keep pushing the wrong button. I'm terrible at this. Okay, here we go. A couple more. And the last one. That should just finish it off. Oh, how good does that look? I'm super happy with that. So this is kind of open. I guess what we would want to do is maybe... Oh, I don't even know how I'll do that. Maybe, oh yeah, we could just put a glass roof on top of there. Maybe that might just work. If I did, how could we do this? We could flip this around. It's not going to want to flip the other way. I'll figure that out. We'll get something done for that. But yeah, there we go. So that looks pretty awesome. So you can just go in here and just spend some time. You can look up close at them and they'll come right up to the cage, like a bit of a shark cage kind of thing. Looks really cool. And then they've got the glass roof so you can sort of see everywhere. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Let me know what you think about these designs. I always like the feedback in these videos. I really do appreciate it. I don't say it enough, but I really do appreciate all the kind of comments and feedback I get from this. And if you do find yourself liking this video, please do leave a like. It really does help me out. And really makes me know that these videos are worth continuing with. Of course, I'm going to continue with them anyway, but I'd like to know it. Okay, there we go. So that's the start of it. I need to get the kind of a fence going all the way around, and then I also want to work on a little lookout tower here. So let me do a little bit more work off cam, and we'll come back in just a moment and see how much more we can get done. Alright guys, thought I'd give you a bit of an update before I get too far ahead. So I've put in the first railings sort of wall at the front here so that the visitors can come along and have a look, and it should be high enough. He can just poke his head over the top, but I don't think he'd be able to reach anyone if they were standing here. That railing would kind of get in the way. I don't think he'd be able to bite a head off. And as I say, the dinosaurs here are very well trained. They don't eat the visitors, you know, they're well fed, well trained. And also, we make all the visitors sign a legal release form on entrance, you know, just in case. Anyway, so I built this kind of thing here. Obviously, this is going to be given supports and walls and stuff, and it's made it look a bit better. Just wanted to get to the right position. So when we get to this point here, we're going to have a bit of another, very similar to what we built down over there, but because we are above them, we could do something a little bit different. So we're going to build out like this. That should be right. So you can actually stand out here and look down on them. But again, we'll make this a little bit bigger, like so. Do it like that. We could leave that one as stone, or should we take this one? You know what? We could probably make this one glass. That might be better. We'll get rid of that. And in case you're wondering why I can have floating structures like this, it's part of the S+ mod. Oh god, we've turned off the what do you call it, the structural support. You don't need support pillars and all that sort of stuff to be able to place things. So you can have floating objects if I wanted to. Like, that's so irritating. So like this, so we can make it float. It really helps with building, because if you put something in the wrong place, you can just kind of pick it up just like that and not have to worry about the whole structures kind of collapsing on you. Can we do it like that? Thank you. Right, and then another one like that. There we go. So put in the triangles, fill in the gaps like so. We can put a little we don't need to worry too much about the railings. We'll definitely need railings, but I mean, we don't need to roof on here. We don't need to do too much. we can just kind of, we'll make this all kind of transparent so we can look through, but that's going to look amazing. I don't know whether to put a roof on like that anyway. Make this all out of glass maybe? Oh, I don't know, let me think. Or leave it open to the sky. I'll have a play about, see what I like the look of, and then I'll join you back. Alright guys, I've been hard at work here, and I think the basics of the enclosure is pretty much done. I think it looks really, really good. I'm really happy with it. So I've put the fence going all the way around. Actually, one thing I do want to do, if I can, let's come down here and let's see if we can, not that, so I want the fence support. If I can get the support, there we go. We should be able to hide all connected. Oh, that looks better. That looks much, much better. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so I've incorporated the sort of the Procoptodon and the Mostrops and the Ovis enclosure. Should have an Ovis under here as well. Eleanor, our sheep. I've incorporated the wall here. Kind of saved me a little bit of building, but we've gone into that wall there, just there. But the rest of it, we've put railings all the way around. And I've tested it out. We don't think we should be able to have any escapes. It can't climb up onto this rock very easily, so it shouldn't be able to just use this rock and then climb over the top. I've raised it a little bit higher anyway, so that should be fine. And we shouldn't really have visitors going back down this way because it's a pretty dangerous drop down here, so this is kind of out of bounds. But yeah, basically let's go right over to the beginning and we'll take a little walk through and we'll see how it looks from the inside. So we've got the front here. There's some more railings here. We can hide these as well. That'd be pretty good. I've run out of walls. I might need to fix that gap there in a moment. But let's see if we can just hide all connected. Oh, fantastic. That looks much better without those. Okay. So we're using the fence support so that everything's perfectly straight. It looks really, really nice. So I'll just drop down here and let's walk so we're not flying around. Okay, so we have the grand entrance here. I think I could probably improve this a little bit. I've put some windows in here, so we've got a couple of entrances we can go in up here. So we've got the glass windows so you can look through. I might mess around with the models of the glass as well, like we did in the small animal enclosure, to get these windows a bit bigger. I think I probably will do that. So then we can go up here. I've got ceilings on as well, so that's pretty good. Into the cage of terror, where you can walk in and get right up close to them as they're walking around in the enclosure. Looks amazing. Oh, you're talking of walking around the enclosure. I still get people telling me to put them on Wander. I would love to. I can't do it. All right, because the way Arc works, it renders in the dinosaurs before it renders in the structures. So what will happen is they will start wandering before the walls have rendered in, and they can wander beyond the scope of the walls, and then the walls render in and you'll find them on the outside of the enclosure on Wander. They wander off into the distance, get lost, or something kills them. I lost too many dinosaurs like that when I did have them on Wander back at the beginning of the series, and that's why I don't have them on Wander, because they glitch through the walls, and sometimes they just get completely stuck in the walls, and other times they'll get right through and then they'll just wander off, get lost and die. So that's why I don't do it. So please stop asking me to put them on Wander, because they can't be done. Okay. Anyway, so that's that part, and then we can go through to the next part. Is up this little spiral staircase. I would come up with this nice little open bit. There's no roof on here. You may get your head bitten off over here, but as I say, they're very well trained. They shouldn't bite your head off. And we come up here. So we've got a double length, double height, I should say, fence on that side. Just in case they do wander over here and you get a little bit scared. We can wander up here, get a really good view of the zoo actually. And again, I'll mess around with the models on here, make this look better. But yeah, you can walk up right under, and then obviously if they were on Wander, they could wander underneath you. You can get a really good look over the entire zoo. Absolutely amazing. This zoo is just, it blows my mind sometimes when I look back and think about all these enclosures that I've built over that. I mean, this has been going over definitely well over a year that I've been doing this series for. So it's a weekly series, once every Saturday. So, it's going to take a long time. Still got loads more to do. But yeah, okay, I'm really happy with this. So, finishing touches. I want to mess around with the models of the glass to make it a little bit more visible. And then we just want to put a little bit of decoration in here. I don't think we need too much. We've already got some natural kind of stones and things, but I will put some plants in, maybe an occasional tree or something like that, just to give it that final finishing touch, and then I think we're pretty much done. So yeah, I will see you back in a few moments. Okay, so you can see I've kind of just taken away some of the beams in the models, and I've given it a very slight transparency so it doesn't look completely clear. It's only very slight, just to make it look a bit more like actual glass rather than like an empty frame. So this is all open up, but I really like what I've done. I can't actually get in. Let's go up and see this one. This one looks really good. So big open windows on the sides, and I've taken away a lot of the frames from the roof and the floor, just to give it that it still looks like it's got support, so it doesn't look like you're just walking on air. And again, it's a slight tint, but I've taken away a lot of the excess beams, so there's more window, less beams, if you see what I mean. So I think that looks pretty nice. So we need to decorate the enclosure now with bushes and plants and things. We've got some quite nice things over here. Calling for us maybe some slightly larger ones because it's a bigger enclosure. So we can just whack in a whole load of bamboo in places. I think over in this corner would be a good place for some bamboo and that sort of thing. So there's quite a lot of things that we can do. We can stick in some ferns, and should have there's these larger ferns as well. That'd be quite good as well. Oh, come on, and place. There we go. I didn't want to do it. Things like that, you see. I don't think I'm going to do a whole load on camera here. I'll probably do most of it off camera because I'm just going to be basically just sticking things down pretty much randomly. Stick a few bushes in. I'll stick in a few trees as well. But I just wanted to sort of show you what I've done, and we are very close to getting this completed. So yeah, I'll decorate it, and you have to let me know whether I'm doing too much off camera. I don't know, because I feel like just placing things with me rambling on, all I'm going to be saying is I'm going to put this one here and then this one here. So the commentary, I think, is just going to get a bit, I don't know, it feels boring to me doing it. You have to let me know whether you want to see more on camera, less off camera, or whether I'm doing it right. Just, feedback. I'm trying to do this so that you're entertained. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, here we go. I think we have finished. So here it is. I've put in a few big trees in here, a load of ferns and bushes and things. And I think it's very greenery. I think it looks really nice. I like it. You have to let me know what you think in the comment section. The trees that don't interfere with the pathways too much. I had to move this one over a little bit. It was kind of going over the pathway where I first put it, but that's pretty much perfect. And it shouldn't spoil the view too much. The dinos, they obviously need somewhere to kind of hide a little bit sometimes. But through over there might be a bit tricky to see from up here, but you've got a really good view over here. Oh, they look so good in the enclosure. It looks really, really cool. So let's go down and have a look at let me just quickly stop flying. Here we go. So we can run down here. Oh, I fell. Oh, okay, that's a problem. It's because I've got such high movement speed. It's fine. That wouldn't normally happen. Let's try going up here. What did happen there? Maybe that railing's not high enough. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's just I was just running so fast it kind of flew off. So anyway, yeah, let's go back downstairs, go around here, and yeah, your view is a little bit obstructed here, but to be honest, it's to kind of discourage them from getting too close because they can kind of bite over there. But okay, out in the middle here. Oh, we're stuck a little bit. Let's move. And yeah, you get such a really good view from the middle here. I really, really like it. Yeah, I'm really happy with this one. This one's turned out really good. I'll run down the front. Here we go. And we can go and say hello. Brilliant. Okay, well, I think that's going to do for today. I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. Please do let me know what you think in the comment section. But I think it looks really good. A really nice big enclosure. Fills up the space really nicely, and a couple of really good viewpoints. One up high, one down low, depending on what you'd prefer. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, I would love to go and see this. It'd be amazing. Right, okay, thank you very much for watching. That's going to be all for this week. Yeah, so next time out, I don't know, I'll probably want to go back to the small animal house and do a bit more there. Maybe we could go over to the lake. I don't know, we'll have to see I always just see how I feel on the day of recording. That's what I generally do. I don't plan things out too much in advance. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this week's episode. and I really do hope that you will join me next time out. Please do check the description. I'm going to try and leave a list of dinos that need names in there. If you want something named after you, please do ask in the comment section. And also in the description will be a link to my Discord server. You can come and sort of chat with other people who are fans of the channel, and I'm in there as well. Any announcements and things are kind of given out there as well. That's a very handy place to be. My Twitter and also my Patreon if you think I deserve it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, I can't even see you. There we go. Goodbye.